Right,
more highly
yeah,
rated.
100%.
But
and has been for quite some time.
they cut Alexi B. You cut Alexi B. I mean, if you go A sometimes and you go B other times, but now you don't have Alexi B, do you just keep going A?
You must have to. You've lost your B.
So
I'm excited to see what they can do with Sunny so quickly. I mean, we've had some really cold ENCE performances already. They opened up this tournament with a 16-4 loss versus fours, and yet now just coming out of this previous round, they tied up with MIBR. So nobody knows where this wild ride goes. But we welcome you to join us, folks. Buckle in for round 4 here on Dust 2. We've got the Niñas in Pijamas on the T side. CT side, excuse me. I'm already fumbling. Mohan, she's all yours.
let me go ahead and take the reins on this one, Connor. Here we are, walking out to long, all 5. No one even watching a flank in this situation. CT's prying eyes on Cat, Rez, line of sight to mid. Nobody is going to be heard in lower, and there will be footsteps to play at long. Lekro, he's got to maintain this headshot position, try to get as many free shots in as possible. Now they're all surrounding him, moving up much faster than I think he expected. Would have probably stayed on Cat if that were the case. X7 even dropping in a CT spawn to take a duel. They're going mad aggressive here, and it's actually resulting in kills. They're down. Or up, sorry, 5-2 at this moment as Ariel makes it a 2K, but Forrest tries to pull it back. He gets that initial frag, but there's just too many eyes here. I mean, there's no chance, right?
You'd think not, especially with Alu crouching behind cover. And there she goes. Very rapid execution from ENCE once they got to the long cross, and of course they got there for absolutely free. Lekro was the first line of defense, and he's just playing headshot angle on the elbow. And you know, I find myself, Mohan, wondering mentally for ENCE, what is it like to miss the biggest Finnish CSGO event to have ever been hosted, the currently corresponding Arctic Invitational to be here? You'd think in order to justify missing that, you'd want to perform well here. You'd want to get in that finals, you'd want to win it, you'd want to ensure your success. And so I want to see ENCE pick it back up a bit. You know, we're still talking about a top 8 team from the major. We're still talking about a player who was in the top 20 of 2019.
And the overarching storyline is a lot to prove. A ton to prove for a lot of the rosters that are new, right?
Yeah.
This is where you find out, like, okay, people talk crap about honeymoon periods, but what's worse than honeymoon periods?
Divorce.
Not having honeymoon periods. Yeah, divorce, I guess. Yeah. Funnily enough, like, honeymoon periods follow divorce in CS with the roster changes, but yeah, I mean, you at the very least want to have that honeymoon period, right? So I think a lot of these teams are trying to see, do we just gel instantly? Do we have the chemistry?
Right. We have the skill.
Or are we starting off badly on the wrong foot? Now, we do know that ENCE have been playing with Sunny for quite a while. I think since just right after the major ended. And they also have a Dust too. So where does this anti-eco go? Some damage dealt, but it's a lot of frags through the double doors at mid. It's not extremely friendly to pistols or distance. Like I was going to hear a lot, but he can't do a lot about it.
Dust 2 in general, just one of those maps really hard to make eco rounds work. From both CT and B sides. Lekro, a little bit of chip damage versus Sergey, but Sunny's going to charge through the doorway and cut him down. Now Forrest, give it a chance. Connecting the shot, but then he peeks into X7, and his scout falls to the scout of the opposing side. The Finns take their second.
Ariel, I think, just did an interview today. Jason was a little bit riled up about it.
Moses O'Toole?
Moses O'Toole. The bald man himself. The bald eagle. He said, well, it said in the interview, I didn't get to read the interview yet. Not because I'm a headline scammer, Connor. It's just because I didn't read it yet.
Okay.
But I just read his comments on it, and he was just saying that Ariel was talking about how... I'm going to talk about it after this round, actually. We got a fast, long exec out, and Get Right gets the luckiest headshot of his life running into pit. Lines it up just before he goes full blind, and then is in the general vicinity of
He's holding
Ariel's
down
head.
both A and left click while blind.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a cone spray of fire. So he's rewarded his opening frag. Sergey then, however, is going to respond this back. And oh, unfortunately for this long setup, they are getting pinched upon. Sunny clears them out of their position from ramp. And now Alu's going to stave off what's supposed to be the retake on Catwalk. Plopsky just beneath him has kind of slipped into this position, but unfortunately because of Alu's repositioning, he's now afraid to leave it. So best of luck. Patrick Lindbergh loses his head.
A little awkward. Can't just actually slide up that. But basically it's Ariel talking about why they changed rosters, and he said, like, they want to be the best team in the world. They felt they couldn't do that, basically, for Alexi B. That's a fine premise, right? Like, oh, yes, we want to make a roster change because we feel like what we have isn't working. But then he went on to say that he felt like they had lost motivation, but their goal was just to be the best.
Right.
And so those things, Jason pointed out, he felt like was contradictory.
100%.
Which totally makes sense as well. Strange thing is, it's like, if you lose motivation in a spot where your goal, you have a goal, well, suddenly motivation isn't that important, really. It's just about doing your job, right? Because you have a goal.
Right.
So I could see the point. I can see the thought. You know, I can see the thought both ways. But ultimately, I hope that now maybe they feel like their goals are in line with their ability to reach them.
Right.
And I think that'll be the most important thing.
Remember, motivation's fleeting. Discipline, however,
discipline is what's most important.
Is your key. So it's nice to know that these guys have been practicing as a 5. And the new gun at bat. God, was it ever rough having to see Sonny sit on the sidelines for as long as he did.
It's crazy. I mean, just the list of free agents right now is appalling, honestly. The amount of players that are on that are either benched or totally free.
If we combine our savings, I think we could make a new international super team.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be good. Wait, super team?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we could make a Moneyball roster.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, Flesha just got picked up. He would have been my first. I give up, man. This is too hard.
M4 for Plopsky is looking to find itself in the mix of an execution. If needed as well, he could find himself charging up Catwalk, but unfortunately we've got Get Right to hit the dirt. Alu's going to maximize the potential to make space. Pushes into the B bomb site. Sunny's then going to hit the other side. So unfortunately for Ninjas, they're just getting picked one after another. They tried aggressive plays, both of which got shut down, and then we had ENCE sniffing out their additional kills. Now, sure enough, Forrest's USP headshots are good enough to drop Alu. He's going to go pick up that weapon, and that's a saving grace. But in reality, this is a 4th round for ENCE all day.
Fight about to take place. Plopsky, he goes ahead and wins it. Okay, that's something versus Ariel. It'll be nice for the economy moving into round number 5 if they can hold on to these 2 guns. Let's see for the money. You know, they'll do a lot with it. They have quite a few kills for the rounds that have come about. Oh wait, sorry. No, those are the deaths that I'm looking at. In total, they've knocked down 6 weapons in the first 3 rounds, which is all right. It's not bad.
They're going to let them keep them too. ENCE looking to keep themselves in fit form. Move these 3 AKs into the next one.
They've got an affinity for long, which is natural. And Sunny is absolutely glistening right now.
With hope.
With hope. Perspirations or aspirations, I can't tell.
Here we go, big buy. All right, this is what we want to see. A well-equipped NiP. That op on Lekro, meant to be a part of the support force used to establish this long control. We have had ENCE taking it by storm, getting out to blue with relative ease. Molotov at their knees and flashes go past them. Rez is in the pit. Plopsy's here to support with grenades, and the first kill's picked up by NiP. We've got 2 more T's caught in the no man's land, and these trades go back and forth, but X7 comes out on top of it all. If only we had Ariel still standing, they'd be in a prime spot. But Lekro drops not just the body, himself as well, down now into the boost. Ooh, yeah. But these upswing kills back and forth again. Let's see if Alu can clutch out this round. Yeah, 1 versus 2 with a 3K.
Totally winnable, right? He's got utility, he's got time, he has the bomb. He has an op which he can swap out for one of the AKs that are fallen to his feet just in front of him. Lekro he has to find. He doesn't know if Lekro is going to go for the re-aggression. The problem is for him, there's not really an optimal play here for Lekro. Like, he can just sit and hold an angle. He knows Alu's the last man alive. It's their full buy. He could be opping, but even if he's not, he's got a significant advantage in a lot of positions. So it's not long this time around, and it'll be on Alu to decide when he's going to start running. But the value for him is when he clears out long, he can actually get a free plant off and not have to clear out Cat or anything else. So nobody's going to be watching this cross. That's something that works for him. Lekro is going to have to take his time coming in for the peak because he doesn't know if there's going to be a fake plant to start things off. And so we'll see now. Oh, it could be a matter of time if he jumps up over the site. Oh, player spotted. And there it is. Yeah, Alu just wishes he knew Lekro would peak again. That's rough. But it is for Lekro. Like, to us, it looks like timing. It is for Lekro, this like internal timing of like, well, if he walked the entire way and I haven't seen him in Cat in this long, he's probably not coming out of Cat. He's maybe thinking in his head 70-30 long as opposed to Cat. I'm going to turn my back to Cat for just a few seconds. I've been holding this angle for a long time. And then, of course, he's able to get that kill. And Alu, you can see it in his face. I mean, he knows that if he gets that kill, if he gets the bomb down, and he already spotted Lekro, that basically puts him at the advantage, even though it's 1v2. It's going to be a hard duel for Lekro to win, and he'd be hard-pressed to even think about peeking in that situation.
So they're on the board. This is the start. 2 survivors. Get Right's M4 and Lekro's AWP grandfathered forward from the previous round. Obvious rebuy around it. Excuse me, not the M4. He got his hands on the Krieg, which, ooh, almost gets taken down in what is the first few opening seconds. That's going to soften up the B site real nice. Tenderized the meat. And Forrest seeks contact in mid. With a bullet over the bow, he falls off. And this is a heavy presence towards the B-bomb site. Pressure on Lekro if Cat becomes in question.
Cross into a minute 20. Cat control is the tease. Pretty standard stuff. Lekro's got a teammate in pit. He has the ability to move up as quickly as he wants, as slowly as he wants. He's going to fall back now to the threat of that smoke. And now he relies more heavily on res than ever. Not an angle that you typically see people in. A nice one where you can sit there, fall off. And it's also really hard to pop flash over long. So a lot of the times you can stand there out in the open, dodge almost anything that comes over. Most flashes designed to, well, they could flash close door, but if they flash anywhere near the corner, it's going to look so obvious to res.
This boost meant to try and catch Lekro in the elbow. He did have a smoke down of his own. He was there at one point. We heard the op shot rattle off. He's repositioned. He waits for the onslaught that comes in. 22nd left with ENCE's execution. Moving inwards. Good flashbang to get him off of the angle, and now he's just been bullied back towards long. They plant this for Catwalk. Solid stuff here for ENCE. 5v5 post plant. Full long control for Ninjas, of course, but you got to unroot them from Cat. And Sergey's going to look to lock down middle. Could find Flopsky with his head turned. Sure enough, down he goes. Forrest posted up. And now Sergey, he just has to hold this position. He can anticipate the long players coming back to clear him, but if they don't do that, there's really no way in.
Yeah, he's, just as you said it, they're out. They're calling this one. And they called it so quickly. Like, they didn't actually set up in a really good position to even afford losing one player, which normally wouldn't be that big of a deal. That being said, Get Right is low as well. So I guess they just did some quick math, said, all right, well, might be better off just taking the L here, having a little bit of money left over, do one rebuy, try again. I was thinking one problem might be that Lekro gave them a lot of space. They basically had Cat control, didn't have to fight for it, not a lot of grenades coming their way. None of that like invisible damage we talk about so much where they're just, Cat normally is just nade dump. It's actually really easy to nade from almost any angle. You almost always get something out of it. And they didn't even bother trying. So if they can go ahead and get that one more time, they had the optimal Cat after plant. Somebody top mid as well. But it's a bit of favor here towards B for ENCE. Up 5-1 now, and they're going to try something just a little bit different.
in one of the first few rounds where GetRight's not here as a third, but Sergey, you sicken me.
That's brutal.
Headshot through the corner of the wall, and Forrest gonna have to try and blind spam.
That's round over, man. That's round over. They get if they get good nades to stop the plant, yeah, they're not even gonna.
This is wild. Back-to-back rounds where a single death just spells the outcome of the round. You lose Lekro on game helper, you lose Plopsky.
It's small site, right? So you're gonna have one person there. Plopsky has to get 2 kills, has to get 1 kill, stay alive. One of those 2 options. But I feel bad for him because it seemed like he hit the reaction, he was holding perfect angle, he wasn't blind. I feel like he couldn't have killed Sergey faster unless he just instantly hit a headshot and Sergey just deleted him. So that's going to happen sometimes. Unfortunately for Ninjas, in a situation where they're already down 5-1 and they just lost the last round. But on the plus side, they saved some money. They saved 4 guns and they'll basically have another chance to perform the exact same round once again.
If there's anything that's fresh in their mind, assuming...
Look at that. Oh, that's just luck. And we were looking at that. Yeah, I mean, you got to be frustrated. Like, Plopsky had that perfect. Besides not hitting the headshot.
That's cheesy. I'm talking stuffed crust, Momon.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to hear a joke about pizza?
Yeah.
It's too cheesy. Never mind. Pop.
I'm taking applications for a new partner. Oh, maybe I asked Forrest.
Or I think he's a little busy.
Yeah, just busy wrecking face here in mid. 2 stellar connections on the initial shots. Third one tags Sergey through the door. This is nice to see. I mean, again, if NiP have anything hot in their mind, it's the fact that they were down 7-0 versus 4s on the CT side of Inferno, and they brought that back to the tied up outcome. So, deep breath, boys. You kind of got screwed on B bomb site last round. This time, Plopsky deals again some damage, but falls without a kill. Rez could be flashed past the Molotov.
I think he was going to get flashed in, but he missed the doorway.
Yep.
That would have been good. I mean, even though it was 3v2, that would have been an appropriate flash. It was super quick. Probably would have been a great round for him. GetRight's running up behind somebody. Okay, he's going to start walking soon. And it doesn't seem like he'll be hurt. There'll be enough time for him to walk the entire time. Oh,
another Molotov.
Sergey's coming back into the site, and GetRight will finally pull off a flank. Oh my god, he's throwing the flash. And it lands behind Sergey. He doesn't have to move or make noise.
But as long as GetRight doesn't actually pressure this, they should have an inkling as to where Sergey's at. Bomb tapped. Sergey gets the first one. Now he's just got a dual Lekro, but the bomb comes through all the while. So even if Lekro loses the op fight, it was a prioritized defuse that wins the round.
That's true.
2 survivors for NiP.
He actually did a great job of knowing the he had a rough guesstimate of where the op was going to be.
Yep.
And he was super close to guessing correctly, but yeah. Him being on cycle, there's no way he actually lands that. And this round comes down to Forrest. He gets these 2 really, really easy kills early on, like minute 40, full utility kits off the map, and lots of information. So that was a key play. Shots may have come a little bit too easy. And the saves play a huge factor here for NiP. It's nice for them.
Oh, Ariel's stuck. They're both stuck in the flames. They're blind. Dude, again, GetRight.
Molly 2K.
With a double Molly kill. Man's hot today. I mean, I guess ENCE are hotter in this instance.
Mm-hmm.
Past the boiling point.
Wow, that's long control off the table, at least for the meantime. Ninja's been pretty good at A. They're playing like a 2-on-2 setup, and they're holding on to A some of the time. We know that in the 5v5, that cap play was really strong from ENCE. They don't have that option right now, but it's still like a very realistically winnable mid round here for them. They have a lot of things that they can do. B is nice because it's one of the situations where, again, Plopsky's alone. They know he's going to be alone quite often. If they get that miraculous opening duel without a trade, then they win the round. So I'm sure they're tempted to do it, but they know that Ninjas will be thinking about that. A kill falls right into the hands of Alu, making it a 3-on-3. Plopsky will now come to attention.
He's going to be tested yet again. Different position every single time, but he's lost his rotator, and he's going to anticipate Alu on the peak. Easy second kill and a third for Plopsky. Finally, that's got to be such a feeling of relief.
Yeah.
You get smothered by Sergey, you get screwed over the second time round, and now he establishes himself. He digs in, picks up 3 kills, and B is closed. So, NiP with another. But look at this Molotov. X7 actually had a safe spot.
I think, yeah, he was behind the door when he thought he was trying to get inside, and he thought, okay, well, maybe I'm screwed if I stay here anyway. This is well done. You know, this is so well done.
Yeah, continual
Obviously,
spray down.
You know, he's going to be the victim of a pre-fire if he sits there and waits. And then if he tries to time the shot, it's not going to work out so well. Just moving out, spraying, correct decision by him was salient in that moment. Super nice by Plopsky to get those that three-piece. And also like how he played the top of the box. I mean, he made the most out of that one position.
Yep.
If he gets the one kill and then falls off immediately after, then it's less dynamic. It burns less time. If they think you might still be up there, you get a couple extra bullets in. It scares your opponents, and that small area that you have to work with just runs out of time a lot more quickly. And again, he's by himself, so he has to get very creative.
There.
And he did just that.
We talk about the smiles, you know, and you're talking about a player who doesn't have that much stage experience. So contrast his reaction to getting deleted by Sergey to now picking up a round. See if he can ride that high. All the way to a 4th on the board. Early Molotovs enough to get the tees out of long.
Those Molotovs have done a whole hell of a lot of damage so far in this map. Flash for the peak actually pulls that shot out of Lekro. He'll immediately use that to fall back. So for the first time, we've got 3 on the left side of doors. Lekro outside the site. They don't know if he's rotated this way. I don't think they had anyone close enough to hear it. But we'll see what their decision is. If they know that he's not going to be up on Cat, for example, then that's a good opportunity to go ahead and take it. So last time, again, the 5v5 with mid control, left one top mid. As soon as NiP lost one member, they didn't bother going for it. You have to wonder if ENCE are thinking about this right now.
Remember, Sonny's been relegated to just the Deagle, so we'll see if he plays contact. Won't find anybody. I mean, they could walk into the A bomb site and plant for catwalk without even being stopped. 35 seconds, they'll have to make their move.
Yeah, Lekro's just praying that they're not going to call his bluff.
Double mid smoke.
Yeah, yeah. But it's actually just a fake to make them believe even further. Oh boy, they've even pulled Rez into CT a little bit. Where's this low? Oh, nice shot.
Oh, another one. And Aerial's the 3rd. Stellar defense. M4 locks it down. It's a full house between Rez and Get Right. Nothing past the elbow launder.
That was a disgusting round by Rez, man. That was sick. That was like pure headshot angle. Like, we've all been in the situation and like missed a couple of bullets. That would have been normal. But he gets all 3. And the thing is, strategically, ENCE have everything working for them. They have the 2-on-2. They have the op on the other side of the map. It's in fact a 3-2 with heavy presence towards B. Lekro for the first time is not at A with the op. They fake to make sure that that rotate stays, and they pull Rez out of his natural position at long, and then they still lose to just him and Get Right all at once.
Little CT aggression this round. They've got the T's on Deegs, and again, just a stellar push up into middle. Sergey's going to find himself something to work with, but gets no tools for his efforts. Get Right's going to just creep out long doors any moment now. Not even needed. Plopsky comes in for that final frag. So we're closing that gap. You know, we just talked about NiP starting slow on Inferno, and they started slow again here on Dust 2, but this is now, what, 4 rounds in a row? So excellently done. 1 away from the fire.
Somewhat close rounds when they lost. And I think part of this is because they did such a good job of saving when they didn't think they would win.
Yeah.
Then they turned that into a streak once they were fully ready. So what do the T's want to do? If I'm them, I'm thinking about a full B again. You know, I'm thinking about putting pressure on Plopsky. Him being alone is always something I want to consider, but Plopsky has been really good. So at the same time, I want to give him respect. Beyond that, they didn't try the full cat right away. Oh, that's a huge... He's going to have the opportunity to go for another headshot. And it is in. It's a 4v3, but Forrest has done his job.
Yeah, big play. Sends that long player cartwheeling. Sure, ENCE may be able to take mid control off of it. CTs knows what's up. Alu blind as a bat. Lekro's now going to counter-op him, or at least try to. That was a dangerous jump. Get Right's going to get incredibly close. He plays inside the smoke, and he knows somebody just crept past him. easy peasy pickings. Completely isolating X7 and Aerial now on the catwalk, so they just go desperate mode. Gonna try to pummel their way through, and sure enough, they clear off ramp. That's enough to get Bomb down, but can Aerial create more space? Rez with such an advantage inside of Pit. At least they get their plant, but Get Right hot on their heels. What a nuisance he was this round.
And yeah, Rez is just such an aim mapper, dude. He's so good. He's just so good at that. That's clean. I actually think it's quite impressive that ENCE got the bomb plan off at all. So for them to
We were still paying attention, I promise. Oh, Mohan, you're still dead. So it's just me. Back, actually, you've been here the whole damn time. So have NiP and ENCE, and putting in work they have. 11 rounds on this CT side, 5 in the advantage. We were kind of laughing at Alu almost getting caught with the shotgun in mid last round, but now we've got real guns for both sides. Big peek. Oh, X7. He just walks into the spray down from Lekro. B-Site crumbles beneath the feet of ENCE. Alu not willing to offer up his life just yet. They get back this mid control from Rez, however. Now that's a little bit more confident of a position to be in. Ariel's gonna come back, double in with tons. Sunny by his side. Alu maybe just waiting, hoping that they get flushed out through the doors. Could be playing exits, of course. There is time to play this. They've got the defuse kit too. Yeah, in they go. It's the last second attempt. Lekro back on the platform. Second headshot, and Alu's got no chance at getting in on this. Maybe he takes the kill. Maybe he goes down with the bomb or ducks out a dodge. But importantly, it's Ninjas with the round. They're 7th on the board. I like that. Chilling out, giving a chance for NiP to think. It was a save.
Can you hear me?
Welcome back to the internet.
You can hear me? Okay, good. I can't hear myself, but you can hear me. That's good. That's what's important. All right.
I mean, you're the lucky one.
There we go. We got sound. Oh, there we are.
You good?
I'm good. We are back online, sir.
There we go. Back at like a, solid 8 on 10.
8 on 10, okay.
Yeah, pick it up. Alu, hyper aggressive down mid. This time not with an auto shotgun, but his trusty AWP. Great opening pick, and unfortunately for him, though, he can't retreat back through doors. So a 4v4 ensues. And really the largest issue here is that AWP was the heaviest piece of weaponry they had on ENCE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really important point.
Yeah, Get Right's gonna gobble that up. Little tunnel gremlin.
2 and B, and then just playing the patience game still over a minute. Lots of time to just make sure that ENCE are going to do something aggressive since they are on that low buy. They know they're going to take any opportunity they can to push. That's smart. That's understandable. Whereas for NiP, since they don't have much more map control to work for, right? They can go execute long right away. They can go for cat right away. But one thing that would make them look foolish is if they gave up a free kill just because they had so much time left over. So now they start to corral with 40 seconds up onto cat, and they'll think about a full-on execute. CTs have just as much limited information as they did 10 or 15 seconds ago. So you think, okay, this comes a lot down to the entry. Forrest missed an opportunity to get a kill, and it looks like he's going to get shot in the side of the head. I want to believe.
Whoa.
Sunny shoots a bit preemptively, but is it most important that he stays alive? We'll soon find out.
He can't quite hit the mark. If I had to wager a bet, it's that Sunny doesn't play the M4A1S, and that's Ariel's gun. You know, I'm giving him a way out. Poor guy drops nothing on the offense. That was a 5-second left time on the plant, so gets it in the nick of time. 2 CTs still up, have not seen anyone this round, so they're going to go ahead and try and keep the safe.
Yeah, it's kind of a sad way to go out. You have Sunny on the ramp shooting some shots off. He has a lot of opportunities to kill Forrest, but then he can't. If he does get that kill, they're probably able to hold the entirety of A, but instead, like, he just goes out looking for shooting at 3 different targets, missing most of his bullets, and then sadly gives his team no chance to get back into the round, even though they were already at like even strength. So Ninjas play it quite simply. They get a kill, they wait for pushes, and then and they know that it's a lower buy for ENCE. They wait a bit more, they pick a site to go to, and that's via cat. So now we are into round 20 as we round out this game. It's 8-11. ENCE teetering on those critical numbered score lines like 12-8, 13-8. That's when it gets really sketchy, and the buying decisions become less and less prudent. But it is another round once again where ENCE just don't have the money.
Nope. They'll have 2 guns Get right, early challenge. Galil's gonna best him. X7 just gets around the corner too. That'll be a welcomed opening frag. Sunny hopes that Lekro's head comes up on display. He's got a teammate with him, so it's a 2v1 here on box, and sure enough, Alu bests him. Alu actually peeking in from doors. So many of ENCE's players here ready trying to fight, and they recognize this NiP. That's why Rez extends out long A, because there was so much presence towards Cat. He gets all the way to Car. Ariel's able to hold on the cross, but a CZ versus the AK headshot. Oh. Two of them. Two of them down for the count. Now bomb's gonna be brought over to the cross. Sunny fired out into the open. Plopsky starts to nip away at his back, but he can't best him. And this puts Sunny in a prime position to create a distraction for maybe Alu to emerge. Rez plants bomb. 1v3 and 2 kills already on his tally. There's his third. He's got 8 HP and 2 opponents still to take, but Sunny is oh so low. He could viably do this, but no. Sunny gets the last one, and ENCE are gonna take 12.
Even though he's so far back, you could see how nice that flick was, right? Like, Rez had him. He moved into the perfect spot. Sunny didn't expect him to push out that far, that wide. There was a chance there. Rez aces this round to kind of contribute to pair with his already 2 fantastic one-taps earlier, and gets the 1v3 to close it out as well. But we don't see that world, unfortunately. But that could be good for ENCE. Now, this is I guess the worst part of all of this is this is a round where you kind of want to see Ninjas win it, because they have a significant advantage. Another round where ENCE were not supposed to be able to buy, and they win that. Alu's on the op. Everyone's got grenades. Everyone's got a gun except for Plopsky. He's here on a deagle. Alu blinded just in time and tagged on his way to the side of the map that they're going to have information on. Rez, the man who entered so well just a moment ago, will get deleted first.
He's got grenades flying by him. And Sergey hits the headshot and repositions towards CT to try and cut off what would be the split. And sure enough, that's what we've got Ninjas poised for. He's got a teammate to work with him as well. Doors smoked. Ninjas left with just get right out. But he kind of tucks back for just a moment, having been flashed. Sergey could find this angle. Oh, get right, just inching underneath the boxes. Able to cross over, taps into the head of X7. That opens up this B site entirely. That headshot was through the doors and into almost where the APC is positioned. Molly's gonna hold off the T's for now. NiP with all their members in. Flashbang meant for Sunny to succeed, but Forrest drops him, and Plopsky trying to cross is caught. There goes bomb. Man advantage maintained.
No attempt there to guise the bomb crossing. It's going to be a run boost. Are they going to push in the window off of that? They are, and get a kill. Nice. Sergey's going to get 2. Yeah, that's round over. And it's 13 to 8. 13 to 8 and looking more confident than ever.
Yep. Just laughs it off. They thought they had a chance.
Those fools.
Those fools.
A timeout, yeah. Okay, so we got 2K apiece. Ninjas low on options. They're getting fought at mid too, which makes things a little bit harder. They're not going to be able to just like run up Cat easily. Last round they did have a couple of good flashes, specifically for Alu. Got him tagged up. Got up and onto Cat. It's just that they relied on Rez to just nail that shot, right? If Rez gets the first kill, they continue on through Cat. They just go ahead with like a full Cat execute. But they totally changed the game plan based on his death. Let's do a map where one flash can do wonders. They've got a smoke as well. Everybody's got a mid to be on an eco rounds. This seems like a good setup for that. 4 players running the lower. We've got the flash for the Cat peek from Get Right. And it looks like Forrest, not the man with the smoke. It's going to be Rez, so we'll see what they want to do from here.
2 smokes, 1 flash.
Oh, okay.
Rez is going to prime his towards tons. Lekro pops his on CT. Frag grenade well timed, but that's also going to give, I mean, well timed in the sense that it does some damage. Badly timed in the sense that down goes the Opper, but Sergey kept on retainer, mows him down. X7 now lost inside of the smoke. He's got Glocks popping off around him. Get right on the other side. Takes down Sergey, and another headshot too. That's excellent damage considering his weaponry. But the reality is it's 14 rounds for the Finns now.
Yeah, and if it's a closer scoreline with there's just less rounds played, a round like that is a wash. They don't really care, but because they were just they're so close right now to just losing the game straight up, they really wanted to try to win that. I'm sure it felt like they got close there for a moment. Force gets that opening kill on the Opper. Mid to B is definitely in play. A rotates are quite far away. They have a chance of just deleting the B player and getting a bomb down, but they've got to let that one go. And right into the next round. Get Right tries to get off of the spawn timing, but Alu's got just a bit better of a spawn. Gets that kill. We're just crossing a minute 40. It's already 5v4. They've got info that NiP have tried to take long. 2 players also stationed up on Cats. They've got simultaneous aggression going on. There's not many outs here for NiP if they don't take a fight pretty soon. And they're continuing the aggression.
Ooh, not expecting that. Rez extends into aerial. Now there's a huge potential here for Sunny to just knock them down from along Door's flank. Mind you, if he doesn't get into position fast enough, there is still a world where ninjas take this site. So we shall see. They cross under the guise of smoke. Sure enough, Sunny, he's just tucked himself back towards T-spawn, so maybe content to play this retake, and I'd understand why with such strong cap positioning. You know, you've really still got ninjas corralled into ramp. Bam, another. Alu's Molotov over top of it as well. That's going to deny Lekro's ability to plant. Oh, but bodies line up. If only he hits a follow-up headshot. Plopsky, 1 versus 4, long range. He knocks on the door of what could be an incredible clutch. Sergey next up. That's confirmation of 2 players at the very least. 20 seconds, he takes bomb. He's got his paws on it. Can he go for the plant? Absolutely. Nobody's going to be able to jump up and try and stop him. Frag grenade, minimal damage, negligible at that. But Plopsky's on for a tear. Oh, and he sees them both. But Sergey, up and down like whack-a-moles, the 2 will take him over. That's 15 for ENCE. Another point secured.
Yeah, another point secured. That's the definitely most important point. So where does NiP, they tied the last match, right?
Yes, sir.
They tied the last match, so that means they were they're up to 5 points after yesterday plus this last map. I'll go ahead and make sure that is the truth.
You crunch your numbers, boss.
Okay. Yeah, this is a super tight event for that reason.
We've never had these many ties.
Yeah, it's insane.
Just makes me very curious to see how it'll affect our
NiP
outcome.
have 5 points. So right now, I mean, obviously, if they pull off a tie, they can have a maximum of 6. This really brings ENCE into favorites for taking second, depending on how the other games go. But it's a tight race otherwise. It really is.
Big boost up from Alu. He was crucial to the success in the previous round. Oh! And there he goes, chopping him down like lumber. 5 versus 4 up for ENCE, staring down victory. Just got to take it over the line. And the question is, what can ninjas do to even stop this?
Yeah, that is a good question. They're not doing anything particularly complicated, and they're getting a lot of free peeks off. Alu misses a small chance, but he's already gotten the kill this round, and he's fallen back. He can go ahead and play this round out safely if he'd like to. Last round, we saw that even after the 5v4, they continue to be aggressive. They're not going to do that now. Sunny here is going to have a player come across him from blue bin. Raz, he's going to take that fight into his own hands. Just go ahead and peek early. Sergey takes out his teammate Lekro, leaving just Plopsky and Get Right in a 2v5 with their life on the line.
Get Right's going to try to challenge window as the B-split could come into fruition. Plopsky, however, cut down after just 1, and there you have it. ENCE will finish this round on fire. I'm sure that's got to